First, the headlines. Manipur CM Biren Singh condemns brutal Jiravam killings, vows justice and announces deployment of 50 additional forces in first public video message. Assam government closes border with Manipur amid escalating unrest, strengthens security measures to prevent spillover violence. Protesters in Uripok question Prime Minister Modi's Beti Bachao, Beti Parao campaign amid alleged abduction and killing of 6 women and children in Jiravam. Hello, this is Nishita Irengbam and you're watching ISCOM Prime News for this hour. Now let's see the news in details. For the first time before the public in a video message, Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh expressed deep grief and outrage over the Jiravam tragedy. In the video clip uploaded in his X handle, N. Biren Singh condemned the brutal murder of 3 women and 3 children whose bodies were discovered in a river in Jiravam district last week. He emphasized that the killings, which followed the abduction of the victims, were a crime against humanity and assured the public that his government would not rest until the perpetrators were brought to justice. The Chief Minister revealed that search operations were underway to apprehend the killers, and he vowed to ensure that the responsible militants would face the full force of the law. He described the acts of violence as barbaric and stated that such atrocities had no place in any civilized society. The Chief Minister also highlighted the heroic actions of the Central Reserve Police Force in Jiravam, which played a pivotal role in repelling an attack on relief camps by 40 to 50 armed militants. The swift response had neutralized 10 insurgents and saved many lives. He expressed his gratitude to the CRPF and state forces for their bravery and commitment to protecting civilians. Furthermore, the Chief Minister acknowledged the efforts of the central government for sending 50 additional companies on top the 20 sent recently apart from the existing forces deployed. He assured the people that the government would take all necessary steps to safeguard citizens, irrespective of their community, and called for a united stand against violence. He reiterated that the killing of women and children could never be justified and emphasized the importance of working together for a more peaceful future.
Today, I stand here with profound sadness and anger to condemn the horrific killing of 3 innocent children and 3 innocent women by the Kuki terrorists after being taken hostage at Jiravam. Such barbaric acts have no place in any civilized society. Let me assure you that the hunt for these terrorists is currently underway and they will be brought to justice very soon. We will not rest until they are held accountable for their inhuman actions. During this attack, about 40 to 50 heavily armed terrorists launched an assault on the internally displaced persons residing at a relief camp in Borobekra and even targeted the Borobekra police station in Jiravam district. Their aim was to spread fear and destruction. However, thanks to the timely and decisive response of the CRPF personnel stationed there, the attack was repelled. Their barbarity and swift action neutralized 10 of those terrorists on the spot, thereby saving hundreds of innocent lives living in the relief camps. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the CRPF and the state forces for their remarkable courage and commitment to duty. Their actions demonstrate unwavering determination to protect the lives of innocent people and uphold peace in the region. Their bravery is a reminder that we will stand firm against terror and violence, and we will always prioritize the safety and the security of our peoples. I also thank my center leaders for their relentless commitment to bring peace in the state. Apart from the existing forces deployed in the state, the central government has recently sent 20 companies of Central Armed Police Forces. Further, an additional 50 companies being sent to strengthen security and restore peace. We will continue to take every necessary step to ensure the safety of our peoples, irrespective of which community we belong to. Let us all condemn such barbaric violence in the strongest term. The killing of innocent women and children is a crime against humanity, and such acts can never be justified. Together we will overcome this dark time and work towards a more peaceful future.
Amidst the escalating unrest in Manipur following the recent tragic Jiribam incident at the bordering area of Assam with Manipur, the Assam government has strengthened security and has closed its border with the violence-hit state. Assam government has taken these unprecedented steps after 18 months of hiatus in the strife-torn Manipur. The Assam police has developed a sophisticated strategy to put an end to any uprising that might originate in Manipur. Along the 204-kilometer said border between Assam and Manipur, there would be more robust checkpoint surveillance for anyone who is currently unreliable. Currently, heavily armed commandos police the main border access points and will not allow unauthorized movements. Superintendent of the Kasar District Police, Numal Mahata, stated that police cannot take any chances as the unrest in Manipur is deeply concerning, and it's shelling the border is 8 Maira Paibi groups in the Uripok area. Participating in rotation, the demonstrators shouted slogans demanding justice for the victims and action against the perpetrators. Speaking on behalf of the protesters, Secretary of Uripok Gyambem Laikai Maira Paibi Hizam Minakumari condemned the government's silence and lack of action. She cautioned Prime Minister Modi's commitment to the welfare of women, highlighting the irony of the Beti Bachao Beti Parao campaign in light of the Jiribam tragedy. She further cautioned the silence of the Prime Minister and demanded that the perpetrators be arrested and given exemplary punishment. Urging the authorities to take immediate action, she stated that the protesters pledged to continue the agitation until justice is served.
adubu akoy Manipur dadi hauji pikliba angang jiribamda pikliba angang inta khamjadaba sing adubu kuki terrorist sing ka paga hatoe aduga akoy nupi ani yawbodusu hatoe aduga kari central government amasu state government na masi phawda karimta akoy prime minister na comment amta bibide aduga tubin leisale mase akoy pende akoy na mama bisisina pende aduna masi akoy nahatang trakdogdagi hairiba jiribambi hatkiba saksingo kuki saksingo madu phabiu action lawbiu madu hek lawdekai akoy hairiba angka strike se akoy matam maktabida akoy khamdara to leikini sara helaga.
Women of Kabui community from the Mahabali Khul, Paikai, Thaubai Club and Women Society organized a sit-in protest today at Mahabali Kabui Khul in Imphal to condemn the recent extension of the Armed Forces Special Power Act to 6 police stations, jurisdictions and the tragic killings in Jirevam. The protesters raised various slogans and held placards that read, "We want peace, long live Manipur, justice for innocent people, punish the culprit, government egg on narco-terrorists, repeal AFSPA, spare women and children, and we don't want draconian law." Among others, speaking to the media, the president of the society, P. Kamai, expressed deep concern over the prevailing situation, urging the government to address the issues raised by the protesters. She emphasized the need for peace, justice, and the protection of women and children, while also calling for the repeal of AFSPA, which they describe as draconian law. A candlelight march was organized last night in Kasar, Assam by various civil society organizations, Mayapaibi groups and local clubs of URDA's Bantarapur in condemnation of the Jirevam tragedy. The protest began at the Bantarapur Auditorium Hall and concluded at the Bantarapur Choton Manipuri ME School, where participants lit candles beneath the statue of Hizam Irabot located at the school gate. This gesture was made in solidarity with the 6 women and children who were allegedly abducted and killed by suspected Kuki militants in Jirevam. During the march, protesters raised slogans condemning the action of the Kuki narco-terrorists. The demonstration aimed to honor the victims and call for justice, while also voicing strong opposition to the violence.
ngasi aikoina Bantarapurgi Chauton Singom Manipuri ME School gi ingkhola leiriba maitai gi luchingba jananata hijam irabot ki mitamgi khuyada aikoina maira thamayong kalibasi ningam dabagi nungai tabagi maira katuna aikoina ayong mapugi mafamda thoni jabani maramdi aukiba November gi tarik 13 da Jirevam district ki Borobekra haina kauba mafamda leiba miyere sangda leiba nupi ahum pikliba angang chahi ani makhai ta phariba angang Hanipanta Pariba Angang Ahum Jauna, Kuki narco terrorist singna, Makobu kidnap to her, Makobu, rape toba, Satina Murmine to Bebatunda, Hatokuna, Borak Tuelgi Singa, Hadabeki, Asigumba, Mina, Hidraba, Sajat, Mina, Jadraba, Pitivigi, Aina Sujadraba, Nupiamusung Anganga, Asuma Tati Tawegi, Haudoxibu, Equina, Pin of Pungokuna, Mashi Equina, Janata, Hijam Irabotki, Mitamgi, Makasida, Equi, Kungangsha Leba, Bontarabu Pumbagi, Loop Mayamama, Mayra Paibi, Loop Mayamama, Equisi. Pullaga ngasi ningam dabagi ekoi maira chukachari basi laikhidraba hawai taruk ate hawai kya jauna minung si khangna hatok pikraba hawai singdugi ata sadgati damakta makogi hawaina mapugi khuyada ingna chikna lehen binaba mapuda thoni jabagalana madugi wakhalda ekoi ngasi ekoina candle march se tawraga ekoi maira thomai se kachari bani.
Jaisu, a think tank organization based in Manipur, has called for the immediate arrest and punishment of the Kuki militants responsible for the brutal massacre of 6 women and children in Jakurador village, Jirevam. The organization also condemned the extension of the Armed Forces Special Power Act in 6 police station jurisdictions, describing it as ineffective and unjust. Taragi Chesu demanded that the perpetrators of the Jakurador massacre were swiftly brought to justice. Additionally, the organization called for the formation of an independent judicial inquiry commission to investigate the massacre. It also urged the government to declare the militant groups involved as unlawful organizations. The group emphasized the need for the Women and Child Commission of India to visit Jakurador and produce a white paper on the incident. Furthermore, they demanded that the criminals involved in the massacre be tried under the provisions of the Protection of Children from Sexual Offense (POCSO) Act 2012, Lastly, Taraki Jaisu reiterated its call for the repeal of AFSPA, which has been globally criticized. The suspension of internet and mobile data services, including V-Shades, VPN services in 7 districts, including Imphal West, Imphal East, Bishnupur, Thoubal, Kakching, Kangpokpi, and Churachandpur, has been extended for another 3 days by the state government. The new order stated that the internet vein are exempted for those leased lines and FTTH connections to government offices or any case whereby the state government grants exemption. This decision was made in response to concerns over the potential misuse of social media by anti-social elements to spread inflammatory content, hate speech and false rumors, which could escalate tensions and disrupt public order. The government has warned that any violations of this directive could result in legal action. The Center for Organization Research and Education, Manipur, has expressed deep concern over the escalating armed conflict in the state, describing recent developments as inhuman and disturbing. In a statement, Court criticized the reintroduction of the Armed Forces Special Power Act in additional areas, terming it a surrender of state authority and a sign of administrative failure in addressing the conflict effectively. The organization condemned the recent kidnapping and murders in Jirevam, calling for High Court of Manipur to initiate a suo motu judicial inquiry. CORE highlighted that the victims reportedly displaced individuals were within a public jurisdiction but received no immediate protection from law enforcement or security forces. President of the Elders Council, Dr. Laifungbam Divabrata Roy, emphasized the need for accountability through a high-level judicial probe. 5 divisions of Inat Yokhat Loop, namely Thang Ta Loishang, Pena Loishang, Pung Loishang, Jagoy Loishang, and Mitei Isai Loishang were inaugurated during the celebration of the 3rd Foundation Day of the organization. The event held yesterday at Ibudao Puruksaubui Laifam Lane witnessed the presence of the Deputy Registrar of the Manipur University of Culture, Dr. Laurembam Surjit, Vice President of Inat Yokhat Loop, Ngangom Punsiva, and President of Apunba Manipur Huyen Lanlong Loop, Okram Manglem, as the Presidium members. A release by the Inat Yokhat Loop also announced its plan to open another division based on indigenous cultures, announcing plan to conduct non-stop program of age Aikhoigi Inat Masak Khangminarasi. Under the initiatives of its different divisions, the release sought public support in preserving and promoting the indigenous identities of Manipur. In a significant crackdown on smuggling activities, Assam Rifles, in collaboration with the Excise and Narcotics Department, seized 220.13 grams of heroin number 4 valued at 1.54 crore rupees. The operation conducted in the Jod area of Champhai district also led to the apprehension of 2 women identified as Biakming Thangi as 59 years and Lal Rem Ruati as 45 years, both residents of Champhai. It is reported that the joint team intercepted the suspects and recovered the contraband, acting on specific intelligence. Officials highlighted the growing involvement of middle-aged women in smuggling activities as a concerning trend. The seized consignment and apprehended individuals were handed over to the Excise and Narcotics Department for further legal action. Hours before the commencement of the second and final phase of Jharkhand Assembly elections today, 5 trucks were torched allegedly by Mayosh in Latahar district. The trucks were involved in coal transportation at the Tube Coal project. The incident has sparked a police investigation with raids initiated to apprehend the attackers. The incident took place late at night in the Lad Forest area at around 1:30 a.m. as the vehicles were returning from delivering coal for the tube coal project. Police revealed that the attackers left a pamphlet threatening further action unless the demands are made. Security officials, including the Superintendent of Police Kumar Gaurav, have confirmed an ongoing investigation and efforts to capture the perpetrators. Meanwhile, voting for the remaining assembly seats is proceeding under strict security measures. Once again, the headlines. Manipur CM N. Viren Singh condemns brutal Jiravam killings, vows justice and announces deployment of 50 additional forces in first public video message. Assam government closes border with Manipur amid escalating unrest, strengthens security measures to prevent spillover violence. Protesters in Uripok questioned Prime Minister Modi's Beti Bachao Beti Parao campaign amid alleged abduction and killing of 6 women and children in Jiravam. Thank you for watching ISCOM News. Keep watching ISCOM News for more news and updates.